In this video, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make a healthy and delicious plant-based meal that doesn't require a lot of effort because it pretty much takes care of itself in the oven. So this is the creamy chickpea and rice curry casserole from my ebook. The ebook includes 45 plant-based recipes that focus on healthy whole foods. And I also made sure to make the recipes balanced with healthy carbs, fats, and protein. You can get the ebook through the link in the description, and by using the code BLACKWEEK15, you will get 15% off until next Sunday. But without further ado, let's make this casserole. First, you want to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 392 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you actually just need to grab a baking dish and dump all of the ingredients into it. You do need to chop some things on the side first though, but not a lot, so it's pretty quick. Technically, the order you add things in doesn't really matter, but I started with chopped onion and garlic. And then we add diced carrots, and at this point we're actually done with the chopping. That's why I like to do it first, because now we can just focus on throwing everything else in there. We still have some veggies to add though, but they're all frozen. So starting with frozen green peas. I added frozen cauliflower because it's much quicker than fresh since I don't have to wash it and cut it. Plus, it will cook quicker in the oven since it's blanched. But if you for any reason want to add fresh cauliflower instead, that is of course fine too. Then you want to add your rice of choice. I chose oat rice because it's my favorite rice at the moment. I love the flavor and it has more fiber than white rice, but if you don't have access to oat rice, you can use brown rice if you want fiber, but otherwise you can use white rice. And you can find all of the measurements in the recipe so that you can get the correct ratio between rice and all of the liquids that we will add later on. We can't call this a chickpea and rice casserole without chickpeas, so we definitely want to add them. I used canned because I don't have time to cook my own. It's just more convenient. Anyway, then it's time for the spices. So to add more depth to the flavors, we add in bay leaves. And then the star of this recipe, curry powder. I also like to add a little extra turmeric, partly for the color and partly for the health benefits. And for even more flavor, we add in ground ginger. To make the curcumin in the turmeric more bioavailable, we add black pepper. And for extra nutrition and flavor, we add dried cilantro. What makes this dish creamy is the coconut milk, but also the starch from the rice. You want to use canned coconut milk. The one I'm using is technically canned, but in a box. What I mean is that it's pure, thick coconut milk, no additives. Then bring some water to a boil and add that into the baking dish along with herb salt. This will create like a veggie stock. I will put the herb salt I always use in the description box. I use it for almost all of my recipes. It's a great alternative to regular veggie stock powder because it doesn't contain any sugar or syrups or unhealthy fats. It's basically just sea salt and herbs. Anyway, then you just want to stir everything to evenly distribute the ingredients in the dish. Since the hot water thawed the frozen cauliflower a bit, I decided to cut them into slightly smaller pieces because I found them a little too big. Once you have stirred everything, you want to level it to the edge of the baking dish before placing it in the oven to ensure that it cooks evenly. This will need 1 hour to cook, which may seem like a long time, but with the minimal prep, this is still the perfect thing to make if you're working from home or during the weekend and can prepare it slightly earlier. Because as I said, it pretty much takes care of itself in the oven. However, I do recommend stirring everything once again about 30 minutes into the cooking time, but this takes less than a minute. Then level it out once again and pop it right back into the oven. Once it's done, you have this beautiful golden casserole. It's perfect for meal prepping, and I love making this on Sundays and eat it throughout the week. If you want to, you can top this with fresh herbs before serving. I recommend either cilantro or parsley. Then it's time to plate this up so you and someone else, if you're sharing it with someone, can enjoy this creamy and flavorful meal. Oh, and don't forget to remove the bay leaves. But yeah, that is it for today. Don't forget the discount on my ebooks. You can make this recipe, and also don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more healthy food content.